Goddamn, salute to everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you for stepping out. Thank you for stepping out. You didn't have to be here, so it's very much appreciated. Sometimes you gotta let people know that, man. Because a person, you know what I mean. A person didn't have to show up. Well, they gotta show up because I would have cut them off. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. That is the mindset we do not need. Good morning. Salute to everybody, man. Welcome to a wonderful Sunday. And it is a wonderful Sunday. If you're hearing my voice, it is a wonderful Sunday. You know, um, but it's not wonderful for everybody. I just lost a neighbor. You know what I mean? I just got the call. Unfortunately, it's not a great thing, but sometimes people's job is done here. You know, and I know it's hard for us to ever realize that because life is just such a beautiful gift. Life is such a beautiful gift that we take for granted. We take for granted anger, greed, trauma, taking advantage of the weak, the old. But life is an amazing gift, but everybody's life is different. And my neighbor, um, she was a tough cookie, you know what I mean? She was a tough cookie as far as a person I knew for many, many years. You know. My community is always going to be my neighbor. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all move from a community and like, well, that's why I moved over here. I was why I moved to Florida. I'm done. And then you become a Floridian, and then you're just gonna forget about your native place where you live. But they don't forget. You know what I mean? Shout out to the garden scientist. Salute to you, my brother. God damn. You know, they don't forget. Be real careful with that. Be careful with that mindset. That's a mindset. I don't think a black person should ever have that mindset. Never have the mindset that you're doing better and your community's dirt. That's just a selfish mindset. You know what I mean? And you're a selfish person. You know, and don't get it twisted. There's times to be selfish and there's times not to be selfish. Shout out to Don't Panic. There's times to be selfish and there's times not to. You got to know how to navigate that. You got to know how to use that navigator. You can't be on the highway and use a navigation when you're driving and trying to feed your kid in the back seat. You don't want to do that. That could be fatal for everybody. Even the people that surround you that's minding their business driving because you're being neglectful. You're being selfish. But when it becomes to a point where you got to be selfish because you got to put some food in your damn body, that's different. You have a friend, you're waiting for them, you're starving, you say, you know what, man, listen, do me a favor. I got to go get something to eat. Wait on me. You know what I mean? Call me when call me when you're finished. And then when they call, you ever had that happen? Then they call you, well, where you at? You like, bro, you had me waiting outside for 45 minutes. I'm starving. Oh, that's some BS, bro. You already knew the deal. I put the gas in the car. I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? Let's not start this because you know how black people are. We are bitter. We're bitter. We hold on to that past. God damn it. You don't think quite well. You know what? I gotta understand that he did drive me here. He did take his time. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to my neighbor. It was this is a death that this teaches me a lesson on character. How important character is with an individual. You know, sometimes you have to understand living in a world with all different types of people, It's a beautiful world. It's the people in it. My mother always said that it's not the world, it's the people in it. And that is so profound and so true. But she was a lovely person, but she always had something that was bothering her. She always did. And people like that, those are the most giving people. Amen. When you see people that are really giving and they've been screwed over, oh my God. You ever seen that? They, when you sometimes you look at a people, oh, this better, you'll be surprised. That probably was the nicest person, because you're not born that way. Bitterness is something that you receive. You're just not born to be bitter. There's something that you endured in the process of your journey. Wow, there's something you endured in the process of your journey. There's something that you endured in the process of your journey. That's what happens. You know, before I get into my neighbor, there was a situation with somebody I knew that had an issue. And oh my God, I had a mouse in my house. And I said, "Oh, you have mice?" They said, "No, it was one mouse." I'm like, "No, you have mice. A mice just doesn't come and was born. Okay? Al- Other than God putting them here, okay? It just doesn't just grow out of anywhere. Okay? It came from a mama and papa and it birthed and it moved around your crib. Well, I looked on Chat GBT, I did my research because, oh my God, it doesn't matter. If you see a mouse, means you have mice. Period. You see a roach, that means you have roaches. It came from something. It just doesn't emerge. You caught it. You have an STD. What does that mean? You were having sex. It was transmitted from somebody else. Well, I'm still a virgin. Well, how is that possible? How do you have a vaginal disease and you never had sex? Well, I looked on Chat GBT and you could use something and go into the bathroom and this happened. You listen, stop it. It's called an STD for a reason. So my neighbor, back to her. I'll get back to that. Amen. I'll get back to that. Shout out to January. Shout out to Ken Thompson. I see you there. Goddamn. You know, my neighbor, she was special. But throughout the years, I seen her, you know what I mean, respectfully, getting dogged. And when a woman is playing with fire like that, I'm tough and tough. No, those are the ones that can't handle it. The ones that say they can. Fellas, be very careful with that. You meet a woman, a man just got to tell me up front, I can handle, I got thick skin. Oh, no, she don't. Because if she could handle it, she would have never said anything. See, it's the ones that can handle it. They don't say anything. That's why men lie. Because when you don't know any goddamn thing about it, there's nothing to react to it. God damn, she don't know anything. Some of you niggas' game is that tight. You done been with a woman she never even knew all the years you had somebody. You ain't not. There's no trauma. There's no drama there. You protect her and you protect yourself. See, when you're playing a game, I call it like racing down the highway. Just be mindful that you can kill somebody in the process of racing your car. So the same way how you out here moving around and doing your dirt, you know what I mean? Don't just protect yourself, protect her. You owe her that. That's not, you know what I mean? Well, Nate, they want the truth. Be careful with that. Don't give them the whole truth. Just let them know you got somebody. That's it. Once you tell them the truth, forget it. That thick skin becomes nothing but a goddamn condom paper. It'll rip right up. Amen. That thick skin will be nothing but some prophylactic condom. That's it. It'll bust. It will. The more friction to it and no goddamn lubrication is going to break. And when that shit breaks, you got a problem. God damn. So what I did was, I watched her. So throughout the years, I know she got ill. True story. This is going on as we speak. She got ill. Now with me, I watch people's cars in the community. My old community, my current community, my mother's community. You know what I mean? I pay attention to all these different communities. Car hasn't been sitting there. Whose is that? This one is sick. I got a neighbor now. I haven't seen him. I know he's sick. The car's been sitting there since October. I've been watching his inspection. Here in New York, when you park somewhere, they get you a little ticket. You get that little ticket to pay for your parking. You put it in the window. It says October 2025. That's not like him. Shout out to Jasmine Rose. Good morning to you, darling. Yes. Thank you very much. Let me tell you something, Jasmine. Very important video. That's going to go over a lot of people's heads. Believe it or not, that's the Billionaire Mindset video. That's all that was, the one previous to this. Watch how many views it gets. Nothing. You'll see. Anyway, low expectations builds high character. Goddamn, prove me wrong. Shout out to Jasmine. So anyway, I noticed with her, she was very lonely. She wanted what every human being needs, love. But she was tough. She used to talk a lot of ish. So throughout the years, I've noticed she had this classic car one time, man. I'll never forget. It was like a 91 Acura Integra. She purchased that brand new. I remember asking her, I said, that's so beautiful. She said she had to treat herself. And you know what happened? That car was garage kept for all them years, pristine condition. She was dating this goddamn shithole, and he destroyed that car. Borrowing it, taking other chicks out. You know what I mean? Shit that people do when you think you tough. Oh yeah, y'all get it too. A lot of y'all talk all that, yeah, nigga ain't gonna play me. A man only gonna do what you allow him. That ain't true. You choose lousy niggas, he'll get you regardless. I don't care whether you know the truth or not, darling. A lousy nigga will destroy you. Write it down. Write it down. A lousy nigga will destroy you. You have no control over that. What are you talking about? You slept with him, you're finished. You had a baby with him, you're through. You date him, you're done. Stop it. Just knock it off. So anyway, this particular person took advantage of her, man. He knew she wanted love. He lied to her about it, promised to give her that. You know what I mean? He did all that bullshit. I watched him. Players know players, you know what I mean? You're a player for life. I'm a player for life. You can't stop being a player. That's like a gay nigga saying, I don't sleep with men no more. God damn. You still gay. You did it. That's who you are. Write it down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not that person anymore. No, it don't go like that, sir. You killed, you're a killer. You murdered, you're a murderer. You're a pedophile, you're a pedophile. You pay sex for a woman, you're a trick. Okay? A player for life, goddamn. I'm proud of that. Okay, at least I can stand tall. There ain't a lot of things people can be proud of, ladies and gentlemen. I am proud of being a player for life. God damn. I know the system. Been there, done that. Current situation is a lot different. But God damn it, I know the game. The game never changes. That's why they tell you don't hate the goddamn game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Hate the game. That game never changed. That's the name of the game. Smooth operator niggas know what I'm talking about. But that dusty nigga know who I'm talking about too. He won't even comment. And if he does, he'll get kicked out of here. He knows better. Bozo. But anyway, so this particular person, let's just call her Amy. Or Amy's a little white. So let's just call her Michelle. So Michelle she didn't have any kids. She worked hard. She always kept a good job. She kept a car, garage kept. But one nigga ruined her. One. I seen it. For years and years of the abuse. Not physical abuse. The abuse of his existence. Damn. Nate, I didn't think you was going to say that. You went there, Nate. God damn. God damn, brother. Brother, I didn't know this was church. This ain't church. Because if it was church, I wouldn't be using profanity. God damn. Moving along. Fast forward. As y'all know, the man passed away before a woman. You know what I mean? I know he told you you'll die alone. Yeah, because he died already. He didn't tell you that part. The man that told you you'll die alone died already. How long Kevin Samuels been dead? It's 2026. Isn't it about 4 years now? Maybe 5? Okay. So, man don't realize when you do a woman dirty, you get punished. God damn. You get punished. God damn. Perchella just became a new member. God damn. You see what happens with the good Lord? You see, God damn. Sister, I love you. I love you, and I want you to go in the mirror and tell yourself I love you. Welcome to the best experience you will ever have. I promise that. Ain't nothing better than a man give you an experience and don't want nothing in return, darling. Just enjoy. Have a great day. You'll never forget me. The same way how I bought that woman that goddamn, I paid for her stuff in Dunkin' Donuts. Oh my God, nobody has ever did this. Why? I don't want nothing in return, darling. Have a nice day. Oh my God, he's leaving. You niggas buy drinks for hoes to get some pussy. I never did that in my life. Never. Never had to. A true player knows you ain't gotta do all that. Here, darling, this is for you. Oh my God, is anything? That's all right. You ain't even gotta say thank you, darling. God damn. So anyway, Michelle, I studied her. Thank you, darling. Welcome. And I started to see a demise. You know what I mean? Started noticing, hey, how you doing? How's everything? You know, keeping up. She was a nice looking woman too. You know what I mean? But she's that biggest target. Y'all light skinned woman, you got to watch that black ape. God damn. You got to watch that dark skinned ape. Beady eye ass nigga, yellow eyes. You know the one I'm talking about. Y'all know that beady eye bastard that be at the light and he be beeping the horn like, yo, what up, nigga? And you like, God damn, nigga, I can't see you. Who is in the car? God damn. Where are you? Now he know the deal. He got to get out. Goddamn, brother, I got my white BMW. Well, nigga, you should have got a black car. I can't see you any goddamn way. Damn, nigga. Is the windows tinted? God damn, I just see teeth and eyes. You evil bastard. God damn. Anyway, they target you, boy. That dark-skinned man, he got to have that light-skinned ass. God damn, he got to have it. He's obsessed. He ain't got to be ugly. He could be a handsome-looking dude. He could be a good-looking nigga. You know what I mean? But in most cases, you are a target. Light-skinned, that black fucking bastard's going to target you. Okay? Believe me. He gonna talk, and he gonna tell the world, he gonna tell the world every woman his complexion ain't shit. The fucking audacity of that goddamn monster. But anyway, she let him in. Throughout all the years, I watched this. And then I seen a car. I seen him come. He fucking the car up. This nigga, listen to where I'm going with this, ladies and gentlemen. God damn. Good Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, Hold on one second, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, hold on. So I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. God. So what I did throughout the years, I seen the level of a woman. When a woman is dating a married man or a man is involved, I don't think it was his wife, but anyway, this man, this particular good looking dude, dark skin, you know what I mean, but good looking brother, kept himself in shape. He was the first dude as a child that I seen that was in his 60s, and I couldn't believe it. No, 70s. I never seen nothing like that. He was the first time where I realized the 70s wasn't as old as I thought, right? He straight up. It was crazy. But anyway, he lived with this woman. The woman he was with was mean. Oh my God. Beautiful, brown skin, fine. Boy, his you know what's funny? It's crazy to me when your side woman is not as fine as your main woman. His main woman was fine, but she was a bitch. Oh, she was one bitter ass woman, boy. Boy, she never spoke. And you know one thing about me, I'm kind of conceited with a woman like that. I'm like, bitches, are you crazy? You never say. You only get one time for me to say something to you. You don't say shit back. That woman was terrible. So anyway, growing up, you got to remember, we live in buildings here in New York. You know what I mean? I know. Y'all live in the state. We were raised mostly in buildings in New York. That's how we were raised. New York City, excuse me, don't get it confused. Big difference. I know. Oh, well, we were raised in a house. We were raised better. Yeah, okay. Keep believing that. Keep it up. Been there, done that too. Stop it. So move it along, right? So she was terrible. She was like a woman you would get on the elevator with, and she would press the button, like knowing you're coming. You're feeling the footsteps. She would try to press the button. And one time she did that shit to me. I said, "This you fucking bitch." I didn't tell her that. Yeah, I would never do that, but I was like, "Fuck you, brown bitch." Okay, that's why he's with that yellow fucking bitch. You know what I mean? This is how I used to say it as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he fucking that yellow bitch, you brown bitch. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, yellow woman. I gotta stop calling you yellow. God damn. So anyway, I never seen them together in matrimony. It was always like separated, but that was his woman. He lived with her. You know what I mean? So we called it a wife. So, but he was using the side woman in the same building. Yo, the shit was crazy. Like, you know it's bad when love is so precious that you would subject yourself to share a nigga in the same fucking building. Now, ideally, what men do love, men love a little side, little joint, get in, hit it, keep it pushing, hit and run. That shit could last for years because there's no feelings there. You know what I mean? She don't, because y'all don't hang out, y'all don't talk, y'all just blaze. God damn, I seen you today. God damn, I'm gonna come over there with a coat with nothing on my panties. God damn, come over. You know, you tear it, flip it, rub it down, and then she's gone. No time for love. Nothing better. All you got is her essence. God damn, you left your drawers here. Well, keep them, nigga. Go smell them. Keep smelling them till you can't smell them no more. And boy, I did that one time. I had a woman that was like that. God damn it. I used to smell her pants. She left her panties in my crib. I used to smell them until I couldn't smell. I never washed them. That's how sweet it smelled. Oh my goodness. There's nothing like the smell of that. I know that black man that's the thing with black men. They don't talk about that asshole stinking. But everybody, but pussy just stinks. That's all these brothers just made it. That's what that troll made the world believe, that pussy stink. And there's nothing stink. But the best smell in the world is a pussy hole. God, I missed them. I still got them panties. Goddamn, my wife don't know. I still got them. I got them in my garage somewhere, packed up, but I still got them. But anyway, throughout the years, I seen her go through this, man. It was just crazy. I think at one time he used to use her car and drive his main bitch in there. Dirty ass nigga. He was a piece of dirt. I didn't respect his game. I don't like niggas like that. That's what you call a lousy Negro. Destroys a woman. You know what I mean? All he can do is destroy her. He had a bitter. His main bitch was bitter. His side bitch was bitter. You know what I mean? But throughout all them years, the crazy part is I never seen her family. Never. I've never seen a soul of a family member. Because, when women don't have no children, right? A lot of times if the father's not around, she could always be like, well, shit, I got my kids. But then the kids grow up and then they leave. But you don't see no one. I never in my life seen her with a family member. The one family member, the one friend I seen her with is the one that called me with the news today. These are older women now. You know what I mean? So anyway, within the past 5, 6 years, 7 years, well, COVID since 2020, things have been rough. We're 6 years into this mess, about to be into our anniversary of COVID in March, right? 2026. Started noticing that the car that she owned, okay, so she got rid of the other car. He fucked it up. She got she bought she kind of bought something that was simple, a little Hyundai. I was surprised. I was like, wow, for what she had. That's the thing back in the day. When a woman was fly, she would drive a sports car. You know what I mean? That was like, yo, that's how you give it up. You're going to be that fine bitch. You got your shades. Them women in the 80s and 90s, now y'all drive big ass SUVs looking stupid because you want to stun on a man and want to look like a big dog. That looks dumb. Unless you're a white chick with a whole bunch of kids and you got your big old Cadillac SUV. You know what I mean? But then the way I look at it, you probably milfed out. You know what I mean? You probably nasty, cheating your husband. That's how I look at it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. My mind is really corrupted because I know so many sluts. You know what I mean? I've been with a lot, respectfully. But anyway. So I'm looking at this car, this newer car. So fast forward, she has this newer car, late model. And then she had it. And then, it was weird. It was like all these years later, I watched this car, and the past 5 years, the car hasn't moved. No, let me say, hold on, maybe 4 years. So it hasn't moved, and the car's getting dusty. Every time I come back to this neighborhood and see that car, I'm like, it's in the garage, and I'm like, oh, something's wrong. Now, her friend, which is, these are seniors. She's a very close friend of hers. And it's funny because the mother's I'll never tell you this because I'm sworn to do this, but the mother is the mother of a big actor. It's crazy. An actor that we all know, that's his mother. But I can never tell anybody who it is because forget it. TMZ will be destroying me. And I wouldn't do this because I solely hold this woman preciously. But she's not in a good space with her son, but whatever. So anyway, I was telling her, because I haven't seen Michelle. And I said, listen, I know this car is sitting there. Ask her, is she okay? She said, oh, she's sick, whatever. I said, ask her, does she want to sell the car? You know what I mean? Just let her know I want to buy it. Now, I could have knocked on the door, but I didn't because I haven't been knocking on it. You know what I mean? So I sent it through her friend. So she's taking like a week to get back to me. I'm like, wow. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I told her. I'm like, okay, what did she say? Well, she thinks she's going to be driving the car. She has this thing in her mind that she's going to be well. She's going to drive it. The woman is completely, in the house, like, sick to the point where she doesn't come out. Nurses, doctors, they go visit her. So, again, I haven't seen her in this long time to even ask her. But maybe I wish I did. See, she was so much of a bitter person. I could have asked her this and told her, Matter of fact, I did. What am I talking about? I used to tell her about that, about her Acura. I said, if you ever sell this car, let me know. But I didn't say this on the second car, maybe because I wasn't a fan of it, like the first one. But anyway, so I'm telling a friend, I used to text her. Throughout that time, she lost her husband. And her husband was my guy. Her husband was my accountant, right? Well, one of my accountants. So he passed away or whatever. I said, listen, let Michelle know I'm ready to buy the car, you know. Let me know if she wants to, tell her I'm interested. So recently she hits me like a few months ago and like, yeah, I spoke to her and I think she went and told my moms or something because they friends all together, right? So she went and told my moms that, what she say? Oh, he don't have the money for the car, and she just went off. Like, I don't have the money for the car, and she's gonna sell it to 1-800 whatever. One of them damn, people that call and we could buy your car and give you a tax write-off. Them pieces of shit, you know. Guys that just prey on a weak. I would like to set a guy up like that. I mean, if I could, I wish I could. I like to set people up to take advantage, you know what I mean? But I wasn't taking advantage. I just seen tell me what you want for the car. Tell me what you want. And that's it. If it's something that I can, it's not that I can't afford it. Let me know if you could do it. I never had that conversation with her. I told her, call me when you're in front of her so I could talk to her. I know how bitchy she is. So she told the lady that he can't afford the car. He doesn't have the money for the car. And my mom's laughed like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to John Jamal. What up, big bro? Shout out to Don Jamal. John Jamal just got his B Mindset t-shirt. Goddamn, brother. Brother, I love you, bro. Goddamn, I love you, brother. Goddamn, we lit here. You see that? You see that, ladies and gentlemen? You see? It ain't just for the ladies. You brothers better step your game up. I'm telling you, better put that B in your chest. Stop it. Thank you, my brother. Goddamn. So now throughout all this, let's just say the last 4 or 5 years, I've been telling her about this car. I haven't seen Michelle. I'm all over the place. I got different situations, so I'm around, but I know people by their cars. The car's not moving. Every time I come here, it's not moving. So I told her, I said, listen, that was a little insulting because now it's just like, how you going to tell me? You know what I mean? You wasting all this time. How you going to tell me what I can't afford? You never even gave me, I still don't know the price of the car. Still, right now, I still don't know. So I started thinking that her girlfriend was giving me an issue because she would take so long to respond. Like, when people's on their shit, like, when they need you, they pick up the phone, but when you leave them a message, they read it, don't respond. Bullshit like that. That's cell phone bullshit I can't stand. So recently, I didn't hear anything. So I said, you know what? It ain't meant for me. That's all. So my mom calls me and tells me, listen, so-and-so said Michelle's on the way out because she was in the hospital for like the last month. That was the last update I remember. She said the other day, I think this was Thursday. She said, Michelle's on the way out and so wants to talk to you about the car. And I'm like, oh, really? Because I done forgot about it. You see, when you're not bitter, you don't waste time. Now, there's some shit I'm bitter with and I'm wasting time. But the things that I'm not bitter with, I done forgot about it. Because once she gave me the insult, I just like, you know what? Y'all just, what are we doing here? The car's just sitting there. It's literally collecting dust. Maybe she doesn't want to sell it because she don't want me to make a profit. Then I'll keep it. As long as you're alive, I'll give you my word if that makes you feel, you know what I mean? But she never gave me the opportunity to say, you know what, have him come over here. Let's make a day and let's talk. She never did that. So anyway, this morning, I'm in the bathroom, freshening it up as I do every day. Thank God. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I do, clean my system out, brush my teeth, and floss, groom my shit up, get into the tub, get busy. I gets busy, yes, I do. Shout out to Lonnie, I see you, baby. So boom, like, all right, well, get out, you know, drying myself up. Bring. Hello? Because I seen the friends number. I'm like, oh shit, she's calling. Now, mind you, the rewind a little bit. Thursday, she called. Like I told you, she called me. She already let me know they're gonna see her this Sunday. Today was the day. So I'm like, let me make sure my phone, because she said she wants to make a move, but she's in critical condition. I remember saying she's not gonna make it till Sunday. You know what I mean? I didn't say that, but you're in critical condition. It's a Thursday. You're not gonna make it till Sunday. At least for her, that's what I felt. We wasted enough time here. So Thursday comes, which is today. Sunday comes. She calls me and says Michelle passed away last night. And I'm not going to lie, a little bit hit me because, it's always rough when you lose somebody, you know what I mean? Especially a person was around for so many years through the community. And she said she had all these things wrong with her and all this stuff and stuff that you just, now you just got to like pack it up, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. But she said her family's here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Her family. I've never seen her with family. I only seen you and that black ape. He passed away, by the way. A long time ago. Honestly, he passed away like 5 years ago. My bad. It was recent. That's still recent. So she says, hey, Coy, they call me Coy, and listen, so-and-so passed away and our family's here. And, I told him you got interest in the car. I said, oh, well, there goes that car. There goes that car, the fucking family. I didn't see no family in all these goddamn years, and now they're here, and they're going to be making decisions. Now they're going to go on and tell them, you know what I mean? Low expectations. They're going to go on there to car gurus, see how much Kelly Boo Burkwood is worth and all this, and a dealer. And then they're going to go to the dealer. He's going to give them dirt. For some reason, Michelle didn't want me to have the car. But when she started to pass away, she told her to call me. That's deep, right? So she had so-and-so call me Thursday. It was referenced in that. Like, she was in critical condition, but she still could communicate. They had to bring all these people to the hospital, the notary public and shit like that. But she didn't make it. So the family's here. I don't know the family. I never seen the family. They asked me, listen to the nigga question, ladies and gentlemen. She said, is the car, from what you see with the car, how long has it been sitting? I said, it's been sitting for 4 years. She said, yeah, because, what do you think would be wrong with it? I said, I don't think nothing's wrong with it. The paperwork is expired. I don't know if she has insurance on it. People pay insurance, but it's definitely, them tags is expired. I mean, you have to do that every 2 years. She hasn't did that, and you have to do a yearly inspection. She said, because the family was mentioning something, because she don't know about cars. She old school. So she said, the family was mentioning something about a jump. I said, a jump? I said, oh boy. Yeah, because they want to use the car to get around, I guess to take care of business with the funeral arrangements and all that and doing whatever they got to do. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, y'all haven't been around and now y'all want to use a fucking car. Why wasn't y'all around? They probably was bitter. They probably was holding grudges, all these goddamn. She was they probably the reason why she was bitter. So I told so-and-so, I said, listen, they can boost the car. The battery's not going to hold the charge because the battery's been sitting. It's dead. It's been connected. It's not like they had it disconnected. You know what I mean? They're going to get that shit boosted and they're going to get stuck. And if they put that bitch in the street here, I'm telling you right now, they're going to ticket it. So it ain't worth it. They're going to mess everything up. They're probably going to wreck it like the goddamn ex-boyfriend did. But whatever. I told her they better go get a rental. You know what I mean? Because I guess wherever they was from, they fled. So you know how niggas do. This is what happens with family when a death happens. All they do is mooch off of shit. So I told her, I said, listen. She said, what else should I tell her? I said, just tell them that the tags is expired. You can't drive that around. Like, you don't even know if it's insured. And God forbid if it's not insured. Y'all, it's just don't get into the insurance. Just tell them the tags are expired. She says, okay. Well, I did tell them you got interest in the car. I'm like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. She said she's going to call me later. Because remember, the original plan was to call me. So this is what happens, right? All those years, this tough woman, she had a little, she was bitter, you know what I mean? She had a little ways about stuff because love life sucked, family wasn't shit, the one thing I learned with bitter people, you waste nothing but precious time. Y'all come to me when she's in the goddamn ICU. Thank you, Jasmine. Yes, I am. Y'all come, I've been telling y'all about this car listen, it's not that I predicted her death. I just was saying she's not using the car. I just wanted to know she wanted to sell it. She probably figured enough is enough. He probably just wants to use me. You dig what I'm saying? She wasted all that time believing I was the enemy. And I was the one that had her back. If they needed me to do anything for her, I'm the big OG neighbor that they could call. Yeah, I'm over here, living there, but you still could call me because I still got cars parked in this situation. You know what I mean? I see your car. I know you haven't moved it. You didn't touch it. Nobody harmed it. Nobody broke a window. And now she died. Who the fuck is calling me from Nora, Connecticut? Are you kidding me? It's a Sunday. So this is my observation. I'm not going to predict this, but this is the observation. The family's involved now. I don't know them. They don't know me. These niggas already want to use the car to get around. You already want to mooch. I mean, why don't you take your broke asses and go rent a car? Nate, maybe they don't got it. Well, goddamn it. Then if you don't got it, then what's the point of having it? If you don't got it, what's the point of not having it? What would y'all do right now if y'all can't use the car? You're going to find a way, right? Wherever there's a will, there's a way. You will get this done. You got to bury her. So how y'all going to get around? You're going to Uber it up and spend a fortune? Y'all want to come to me now, and then the whole situation is now. When I was dealing with Michelle, if I dealt with Michelle, tell me what you want. She was going to give the car to a 1-800 goddamn commercial. I said, you're going to give it to them for what? $1,500? The car is still brand new. You're not utilizing. You wasted all that time. You wasted all that goddamn time because you were bitter all along. I don't know where you caught the bitterness from, but you endured the bitterness for all these years. You was making decisions while you were bitter. You were working while you were bitter. You were sleeping while you were bitter. You were awake while you were bitter. You died while you were bitter, unfortunately. You're bitter. All you wanted just was love. You hold things in. You didn't say anything. Things that bother you, black people hold shit in. Okay. She had her friend told me she had all these different problems. Yeah, because that's what happens when you're bitter. You get more sicknesses. You didn't know that? How do you think a stroke happens? From eating salty food is one. But you could get a stroke from holding shit in. Ask anybody that had one, they're going to tell you, how'd you get it? Stress. You're stressing the heart. It's going to burst. You're holding it in. Won't you let it out? Well, Nate, isn't time precious? Time is precious. It's not just time. It's called precious time. You have to say precious time. You'll never get that again. Time lost is never found. And now y'all come to me when it's too late. See, if you had sold me the car, I could have told the family, tell the family, listen. All right. I know Michelle sold me the car, but goddamn, I could tell them I point them in the right direction of a rental, or I may take them. You can't use my car. Michelle wouldn't want them using their goddamn car. Her name is on there, but she's gone. So now they could do whatever they want to do. You see, the moral of the story is this. Bitterness is a plague. It's a disease. And when you hold it, it's deadly. You have to let it out. You know what I mean? You can't hold your bowels in. If you can't shit for a week and you hold it in, you better go to the emergency room. Because if it turns into 2-3 weeks, that becomes toxic. And guess what? You're going to have a major problem. It could be fatal. You can't hold in you can't hold in toxicity. You can't. It will ruin you. She was never happy. And the opposite of happy is bitter. It's not unhappy, because unhappy is unhappy. That's like they're saying you're alive or you're unalive. Unalive means dead. No, okay, bitter. People are bitter. The president's bitter. His followers are bitter. Your friends are bitter. All your friends you grew up with, I'm not calling them for New Year's Day. Fuck them. That's bitter. They holding on to something. Why don't you hold on to love instead of holding on to bitterness? God damn. You held on to all this bitterness, all this goddamn time. You even thought I was trying to do you dirty. That's why she didn't want to sell it to me. Her friend didn't want to say the mean things she was probably saying. Fuck him. When one man screws you over, every man becomes a goddamn problem. Hey, man, I get it. If a nigga screwed me as a man, god damn it, fuck niggas. I'd never deal with a nigga. I'll kill them all every time I see the next one that gets me, I'm going to get him. That's bitter. Friends and family, y'all don't speak no more. You moved here, you're doing this, you're doing that. Childhood friend, you cut this one off. This one said something. You heard a live stream I did, something that bothered you. God damn, really? All you doing is just wasting time. That's all you're doing. Time is just flying away. God damn, flying away, flying by you. Right now, it's 12:43 p.m. When I started this live stream, it was 11:55 a.m. It's fucking afternoon going into 1 o'clock. That quick. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the one thing I learned in this bitter society, the world is such a beautiful place. I just took a ride down to Philadelphia last night, and it was awesome. And all I kept saying is, God damn, you know what? It'd be nice. It'd be nice if I knew somebody here that I can go visit. And the person I do know, I don't know them enough to visit them because it's one of my ex-girlfriend's family. But you know what I mean? I don't know them like that. But as I'm driving, I had to I had to pick up a sale out there. No, no illegal shit. So this is a Facebook marketplace, bust a move, and it was amazing. Real cool brother. And I said, damn, I liked it out there. It was really nice. I like the architect of the new buildings they're building in these bad neighborhoods. I like to see communities come up like that for affordable housing. Not these shitty fucking gentrifiers. I hate gentrifiers. I think they should all be fucking dead. I hate them. I got a deep hatred for gentrifiers because they ruined the fucking game. They ruined it. They ruined every goddamn thing. But anyway, as I was out there, I'm thinking of the world and I'm like, man, how could a man be on a road every day driving, or a woman, and you can't even make a phone call to get a meal, a little plate of food, or a place to rest your head, or get some dick for a woman or some pussy for a man? Like that, what's the purpose of living in life and you can't even get these quick amenities, a fucking meal, a bite to eat, something to drink? Do you know the love of knocking on somebody's door as a visitor? Nobody wants nobody visiting because you're all bitter now. Nobody wants nobody in their fucking house. Niggas will tell you, I don't answer the door for unannounced people. You got to call a motherfucker. Hopefully they pick up. You got to give them at least an hour for them to clean their fucking place up. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. In Philadelphia, right? Listen to me. Philadelphia, other than the cheesesteaks, going to Geno's and fuck all that, like, you got to know a Philly person. And I'm talking to this brother, man. I said, yo, I like it here. Like, it felt, that's what us New Yorkers love. We just love being anywhere else because I'm around bitterness. I can't stand these people in my city. I hate them. Bitter. But maybe I'm bitter. Maybe I'm bitter because I hate them. And we hate each other. All I'm doing is wasting my time. God damn it. I can't drive through Manhattan and feel this good. How the fuck I took a trip to Philadelphia? Next thing you know, I felt, God damn it, I could live here. I ain't pushing it. But you know what I mean? I went 20 minutes away, not far at all. Brothers, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how a man. Back in the day, you got different girls in different area codes. I mean, do you understand the life? Money doesn't make you happy. Sex does. Oh, yes, it does. So stop putting out to yourself, you overseas and this one is, y'all all bitter. You're doing this out of bitterness. You can't make moves when you're bitter. When you make moves, you're bitter. You blame everybody. People that are bitter blame everybody. You blame. I just did it. God damn it. This one of gentrifiers fucked this up. That's all bitter. We're bitter. We're holding shit in. God damn. God damn. Good Lord. Bitter. Wasting time.
Like, it started really early with my mom pissing me off about something.
See, I told you. It's always something. We are just bitter souls. We always angry, talking about life is good, no complaints, no drama free. Those are the ones you gotta watch. Beware of that. Bitter. Yeah, if you could talk to me about anything, if there's anything you need to talk, never trust that. Never trust anybody that tells you that. Okay, because if they cared, they just would do it. If there's anything bothering you, you could always talk to me. All they're going to do is judge you and get you worse and more angrier, and you're going to hold more shit in now. You're like, I'm not going to do that again. Because if you get into a problem, they're going to throw it in your face. Beware of that. Just be open to the mode of love, knowing that you can't wait on people to apologize. You got to forgive them. Shout out to Radiant. I don't know why they don't get. That's why nobody. Well, YouTube does that. They don't want me to bubble. They know the shit that I be speaking is the truth. So they don't promote my channel. That's cool. I'm on their platform. Ain't nothing I can do. That's what happens when you know what I mean? That's why I told you, whether you own or rent, it don't matter. You know, you're on the platform of the world. You got to do what you got to do and know how to navigate. Goddamn. Yes, Jasmine, the world is a beautiful place. It is. I'm doing out in Philadelphia. Isn't Jill Scott from Philadelphia? I think, right? But Jill Scott, all the money in the world, the success, being in these movies, she ain't no different than us. I tell you, it doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter who you are. That shit affects you. And it's a waste of time. Oh my God, she's so beautiful and pretty. She's okay. She's really not all that. Because her weight doesn't compliment her. It doesn't. It never did. Jill Scott is just a big girl that just doesn't look good with her weight. There's a lot of women that got weight on her that look good. She's just not one of them. She's not the poster child. But either here nor there, trauma. Let's see if I can listen to this for 30 seconds without hearing bitterness.
And she didn't give me 50 cents to go to the store or whatever.
And then what would you do? Just let me understand the process.
I would be in my room like, my mom is so mean. She wouldn't give me 50 cents. And I really wanted to watch my calling.
You didn't think this was talent?
No, I didn't think it was talent. I didn't think about it at all. It was just something that made me feel better. That's what music does for me, and it still does all this time later.
Okay, so there's a lot of trauma here with Jill Scott. Jill Scott got the same problem you sisters got, dealing with lousy niggas, choosing lousy niggas. Because you love so hard. And I say that under protest. You love so hard. There's no such thing as loving hard. Love is love. That's it. All right? You play with fire, you get burned. I told y'all in my previous video, learn to be a good seller. Work on being a strategy to become a good seller, because the more your numbers is up, it's going to reflect on you. But when you choose that lousy nigga and now you still single, what you think is going to go back on to you? Well, it's the woman that ain't shit. It's not the fact that you ain't shit. It's you deal with black men. That means you got low self-esteem off the rip. You deal with niggas. Period. Oh, she's a beautiful woman. She should have. There's a certain type of man that's going to date Jill Scott. Trust me when I tell you. Okay? She may not want him. She may want a tall, dark, and handsome man with a six-pack. They don't date women like that. They use them. She didn't get the memo. So it creates bitterness. Just like my neighbor. I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. I got thick skin. Nothing bothers me. I can handle the truth. Bullshit. You can't. That's why you're bitter. You're bitter because you can't handle the truth. Go ahead and waste some more time. Good luck. How long was this interview? An hour and 36 minutes. She wasted her time talking to Angie Martinez. How the hell you sitting here as a black woman talking to this fucking Puerto Rican? For what? She can't do shit. She's a traitor herself. She was with Hot 97. She left them, went to 105.1. Now she got this beautiful background. What is this doing talking to her? Because you're wasting time. Tell the world you make bad decisions. Hold on one second. So, Papoose got Clarissa Shields like that. Yes. He's using her. Guys like Papoose don't date girls like Clarissa Shields. That's not their type. This is going to be a long interview, but Jill Scott is in pain, and she just wasted an hour. She just wasted an hour and 36 minutes of talking. She wasted an hour and 36 minutes and talking to this fucking Puerto Rican. Okay, deal with the core. It's not, you can't talk about this to her. You got to talk about this to you. You are hurting Jill Scott. It's evident.
That it's a tool.
Yeah.
And I should use it and enjoy and see the world as much as possible and give back to my community too.
Yeah, right. That's when y'all want to get back to the community when you fucking get fucked over. Why you wasn't giving that to the community when you was fucking that damn man that you love? What happened to that? All right, Jill Scott, I'm about tired of you, darling. I seen the interview. They didn't. Well, bits and pieces of it, the most important parts. Okay. All you did was waste time. You thought you was above everybody. And now you got to talk because it's fucking what you was bringing. You're realizing right now you wasted all this goddamn time. You're never going to be able to get over shit because you wasted time. You can't forgive. You're bitter because you can't forgive. I have to forgive the greedy people. I got to forgive the greedy developers. I have to forgive them. That's a disease. The disease of wanting more. You'll never be happy. You'll build 10 buildings. You're going to still be miserable. You'll be in the damn France sitting in a $10,000 a day goddamn hotel. You're going to blow your brains out. There's no price on happiness. No price. You thought you're a singer, actress, all the above. Jill Scott, you're a multi-millionaire. But you're bitter. You can't grow like that. There's no growth there. This is going to make you, now you're going to talk to all these different podcasters and not going to solve the problem.
It makes me happy. You can't tell me nothing.
You're a happy person overall, though, no?
Most of the time.
Yeah.
No, you're not. That's bullshit. You're not happy. You can't be happy and bitter. It's impossible. That's why she said most of the time she's a fucking liar. Okay? See, black sisters, y'all just can't admit when your shit is bad. You can't admit it. Just admit, I'm not happy. That's it. Say that. More people would embrace this interview if you just say, no, I'm not happy. So you could tell this stupid Puerto Rican bitch, because she's going to say, why not? You have this, you have that, Academy Award, this, Grammy for this, blah, blah, blah. No, darling, that don't mean nothing. We need you to teach the people to show them this celebrity shit don't mean shit. We are none of us are happy. I'm still mad at my mother because she didn't give me 50 cents when I was a kid. You just spoke on it.
Most of the time I live in joy.
Good for you.
My mentor talks about it all the time.
Who's your mentor?
Pamela Macklin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. You got a mentor, goddamn, so you got a therapist. That's all it is. That's all it is, Jill Scott. You're suffering. But see, darling, I can see behind the veneers. I can see behind the makeup. I can see behind the hair. I can see behind your expensive jewelry. A mentor? How old are you? You have a mentor? Sister, you're sitting in front of this Puerto Rican woman that got a black baby's daddy. Okay, you're sitting in front of the enemy. If a man had to have a choice to fuck you or Angie Martinez, he gonna take Angie Martinez. And it ain't Angie Martinez is fine. She's Latin. She Puerto Rican. Why are you pandering to her? You and Mary J. Blige are fools. Mary J's bitter. You're bitter. Okay? You don't want to sing with these young songstresses. Why don't you do a song with SZA? Make a record with one of these young girls with Summer or Kalani. Make a record with them. Just so you're wasting time. That's all you should be doing on the internet. You shouldn't be talking to Angie Martinez. Get in the goddamn studio and make music from your trauma. God damn. Why are you pandering?
She is incredible, full of life, very funny, very open and raw and honest with me. Has been a support system, whether it's with my kid or in my relationships or in my.
I tell you, she's all fucked up, like most of y'all. And I ain't saying women, men and women. A lot of y'all are fucked up. Just it ain't no different. Everybody is bitter. That's why y'all wasting time. Life is passing you by and you're bitter. You're wasting precious time. Let it go so you can grow. Who the fuck need to get on a podcast and talk about this to goddamn Angie Martinez for a whole hour and what? Her groupie ass. You're hurting. You just said you were happy. Why don't you just tell the world the truth? That's why you got a mentor. You and Chris Rock are depressed. You're not happy. Tell Tracy Morgan and all these celebrities to join you. Stop wasting our time by telling the goddamn truth.
Career, in my fashion, she's just
I don't know why you were talking just now, and I'm thinking about
cool, be graceful, and grace. I just wanted to give her grace. I've got a bad girl, and now we're finally in the same. Absolutely wanted what she was given. I mean, you know when to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Do it. It probably sounds beautiful. That's the thing.
I sound.
That's probably some awesome pussy, though. I ain't gonna lie. She's probably awesome in bed. She's probably a neo soul singer. You know they nasty as a mother. She is probably awesome in bed. Awesome. Woof. Man, oh man, tell you. Fuck, hold on. What did I just do? Huh.
What do I hope I leave behind?
Yeah.
A vibe.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, she don't even know what the fuck she gonna believe. Angie, yeah. What are you gonna leave behind? Nothing. I'm bitter. I wasted enough time. Okay, that's why I'm here talking to you. I don't know what to do anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, stop watching podcasts, listening to people lie. You want people to connect with you so you know you're not alone. Because when you realize you're not alone, then you have you know what I mean? You have a community. We can do this together. God damn, we're not happy. Say it. Mary J. Blige, yeah, I'm at the happiest part of my life, blinking her eyes high as a motherfucker, okay? Mary J. Blige, heavily on drugs, stays getting fucked up. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know when a cokehead is goddamn fucking high. These people want the pain to go away. But your bitterness is making you waste time. You can't grow like that. You can't grow from holding in the past. Stop telling people that you got thick skin. Tell them, God damn it, my skin is thin. You hurt me, I'm shattered. Tell the person that. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth about who you are. Stop lying to yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. Wake up. Wake up. Your bitterness is making you waste time. Stop telling me about your thick skin. You can handle this and handle that. Nobody can handle that. That's not nature. That's not human nature to have thick skin. Okay, next thing you know, you be telling me your body's bulletproof. Work on your souls, ladies and gentlemen. Your bitterness is making you waste time. She wasted a lot of time here. That trauma is a motherfucker. Let it go so you can grow. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great day. I love you all. Class is dismissed. God damn.
Oh! Yeah, what's up? Yeah.